Hi, everybody. I want to thank you for joining us today. My name is Jerry Caponera. I'm the General Manager of Risk Products here at Threat Connect. And I'm excited to be talking risk quantification. It's one of my favorite topics. I've been working on this space for a lot of years, and I'm happy to be joined by Yousef. Yousef, do you want to take a minute and introduce yourself as well, too?
Thanks, Jerry. Hey, everyone. My name is Yousef. I'm a director here in the UK firm at PwC. I lead in the UK on cyber risk quantification, among a couple of other risk types. I've been in this role for a few years, but prior to PwC, I've also worked as a quant in the banking sector. And for my sins, I've also been a researcher in theoretical physics.
Excellent. So I think, with Yousef's background being in both a practitioner and a subject matter expert, and actually knowing some of the math as well too, I promise you we're going to have a fun conversation here today talking risk. One of the things we'd like to talk about is risk reporting quantification in general. So Yousef, how are organizations approaching risk reporting today? What are you seeing in your work?
Thanks, Jerry. What we're seeing is really a maturity journey across the industry, with some organizations and some sectors being a little ahead of others. Of course, over the years, as cybersecurity and as cyber reporting has developed, you've seen organizations focus firstly on the basics, such as getting taxonomies, scenarios, threats, risk types right, then moving on to a more qualitative risk assessments. And finally, some leading firms are starting to take that final step towards risk quantification and putting a financial number on risk rather than just having a 1 to 5 score or using a heat map.
How do you see them? How do you see, the people you work with today, and as part of that evolution, how do you see people fitting risk quantification into their overall risk reporting landscape? Is it still heat maps? Are you seeing more than that? What are some of the things that you're seeing in the trends that you're dealing with?
So I think people are very reluctant to remove the heat map entirely, but they're seeing quantification as an additional and, in a sense, more powerful set of metrics that allows them to go to the next level and to engage with the more senior stakeholders using the same language that the C-suite and board use, and the same language that enterprise risk use to think about other risk types as well.
So when you say other senior executives, if we talked about the CISO in particular, are you seeing more CISOs leveraging CRQ, or if you are, how are CISOs in particular leveraging CRQ to better manage risk?
So I think there's two angles to this. There's what risk quantification helps the CISO better manage risk and helps cybersecurity as a unit better manage risk. But the second part of the picture is that it also helps the CISO speak in a financial language to the CFO, to the CEO, to the CRO, to the board, those execs being more accustomed to understanding risks in terms of potential losses, in terms of dollar figures, rather than in terms of heat maps or 1 to 5 scores. And then they are better able to place that risk within a wider frame of risks that the organization is also dealing with, and they're able to better present the risk and the proposed risk reduction from projects with regard to the budget requests that you're making. Within cybersecurity itself, quantification allows you to more easily identify where potential losses will be, to get that a bit more accurate, and to understand where spending should go in order to mitigate loss.
Yeah, that's great. That seems like the organizations need that capability from cyber risk quantification to have those budget and prioritization questions, because we for one haven't seen anybody build cloning machines to be able to clone the number of people they need to actually, to give a security organization everyone they need. So I 100% am with you on that one.